Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say let's have some fun today. Hey guys, today I thought about something that I wanted to do for a longer time now. I really want to try to dupe some palettes that I'm eyeing right now out of my collection. And I really want to see if I can maybe get a similar effect, maybe the same effect, and try to recreate some looks that I saw online with those palettes that I already have. And today I really want to start with the new Isamaya beauty brand. Isamaya is an really gorgeous and fascinating makeup artist. I really love her looks, I really love her style, I really love her brand marketing overall. It's really a vibe that I'm appreciating and a vision that I'm appreciating, and I'm maybe will someday have her palette. But you know, I thought immediately of some palettes that I could dupe out the vibe of her new industrial palette with my collection, with palettes that I already have. I really think I can do that, and I already have some palettes in my mind with one I want to dupe the palette from Isamaya out. And here you can already see the look. I think I did a successful job with that, but you are the judges right now, so tell me in the comments what you think. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. And by the way, I'm sorry maybe if you hear a louder noise than normally in the background. It's so hot, guys, I can't anymore. You saw my last videos where I'm dripping in sweat and I can't do this anymore. I can't open my windows when I'm filming because I get anxiety that everyone is hearing me. So the only thing I can do right now is to have my fan right here. So I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, we will see when I will edit this video how loud it actually is. But if it's really loud, I think I will post it anyways, but I'm sorry in advance. Yeah, but I really wanted to recreate her look. I already did my base makeup when we will go forward to the makeup portion of this video. I already have my base makeup on, so I can focus directly on the eye look. I'm really happy about that. I'm really pumped and I really want to show the footage to you right now. So if you're interested in that, let's get right into it and let's get started. I have the image right here, so I really want to recreate this one. I have right here by my side 4 palettes with which one I want to recreate this look. I maybe don't go directly in this direction with the big black wing and everything like that. I will keep it a little bit more low-key and a little bit more me, if you know what I mean. But the look overall, I really want to recreate it as near as possible to the picture. I really think I want to start with the black at the outer corner. I think I really want to start with this one. And I didn't really pick out a black color from my collection because this is really funny. When you start to look at similar colors and everything like that, then you noticed how much you really have. And I realized I don't really have that many black colors in my collection, not really that many black eyeshadows in my collection. And I think it's because I don't really use black eyeshadow that often, so the most of the time, the most tempting palettes for me or to me are palettes that don't have black in it, that maybe have more like a really dark brown in it or something like that. So I don't really gravitate that much to black eyeshadow in my day-to-day life, but nonetheless I really like it and I want to have some black eyeshadows in my collection. And I think overall I really just have 3 black eyeshadows in my collection from palettes that I already have. I think it's the Gucci palette where I have a black in it, the McGrath Subversive palette, and the KVD Vegan Beauty Edge of Reality palette where I have black in it. And initially I wanted to use this one, but this black I didn't realize is really glittery and really metallic-like. So it wasn't an option for me because I think her black on the image is more like an satiny kind of in black, and I know it's like a putty formula. I saw some videos by now and it's like a putty black formula. It's really interesting, so I thought I really want to use more like a satin formula in my collection, but I didn't have a satin formula for a black eyeshadow. So what I will use instead, and I think it's a good idea of mine, because I think this color also has a black undertone in it, so it will hopefully have a similar effect, you know, overall. And I want to use my Urban Decay Naked Ultra Violet palette for that, and I really want to use this really dark satiny formula right here that you can see for this blackened shade, because I will show it to you. I think it has really something like a putty feel to it. When you are swatching it, you could think it's maybe the same formula. It isn't at all, I think, but I think it has the same look overall to it, if you know what I mean. So this one I really want to use in the outer corner. So I would say let's do this and go with this color first. I think for satiny shades it's always really good if you have a really dense fluffy brush for blending, and that's because I will use the brush that came with this palette, because the one end is really fluffy but also a little bit more dense, so it can grab the color really nicely. And let's use the color Digital right here for our black shade, and I will start in the outer V and work it a little bit upwards like that. And on her image it's really like a big wing, a little bit more editorial like, you know, but I want to keep it a little bit more low-key and a little bit more day friendly, if you know what I mean. So I won't do that big of a wing, but I will drag it a little bit more out, and also a little bit into the crease, but just on the outer corner. I try to keep this color mostly at the outer corner. Now I go to the other side with this little bit more, smaller dense brush in the same color, and I will fill in the little spar areas that I got from this color. And with not much more additional product on the other side of this brush, I blend a little bit more out. So now I do quickly the other side, and then we will go on with our next color. I will look again at the image because I want to see where she also has the black. Okay, I think a little touch of that color I also will do on my lower lash line. I really don't go that hard in this color, just a little bit, and go to the outer V at my lower lash line and connecting them. Okay, let's put this color away for now and start with the next one. And now I think I will start with the inner corner and work my way up to the outer portion, of my eyelid. And in the inner corner she has this beautiful rusty bronzy tone, and I really love it. The palette I immediately have to think of is my McGrath Mega Celestial Divinity palette. It's this one right here, and I immediately thought of this color down here. I think it's a perfect match. So this is the color, and I think it's really matching with the vibe from the picture. So I will grab this one, I think mostly with my finger, and go as near as possible to the front part of my upper lid area, like this, and work it a little bit up. Now the black and the bronzy shade is meeting, but we will go over the black a little bit with the greenish later on, so that the effect is a little bit more there, if you know what I mean. So it will all come together in the end, don't worry. So now I will use a small dense brush and go again in this bronzy shade from the Mega palette right here, and I will fill in the front part where my fingers didn't reach. So that was really quick. Love this palette, like always. So now we come to this really glittery green in the middle part of her eyelid area. I love this so much. And maybe you could guess it a little bit which one I want to use for that, because Again, immediately I thought of Pat McGrath, and it's the Pat McGrath Mothership Celestial Odyssey palette. It's this one, it's from last holiday, and I love this green down here, and I immediately have to think of this one when I saw the green on the picture. It's so beautiful, and I think it's giving up the same vibes, to be completely honest. It's so stunning and I love it. It's also really glittery, and I think it's matching the vibe of the picture from Isamaya really nicely. So I want to look at her picture again. Okay, it's really in the middle, but it's covering almost the whole end part of the lid, but because I didn't do a big black wing, I won't do that, and I think I will try to keep it mostly in the middle area of my eyelid. I also don't have that much space for it. So let's go again with the finger. I will go with the middle finger in this really beautiful greenish shade, and let's put it between the bronzy and the black shade where the both are meeting, and I will put it right there. Ooh, beautiful, I love it. So now we come to the lavendery lilac-y shade that she has on her brow bone, and I think also at her lower lash line. And for this color I have two different shades I thought immediately of, and I will show them right now to you. The first one is from my Circo Loco palette, and it's the color Aerialist. It's this really silvery lilac-y lavender shade right here, and I think this is matching perfectly with the color of her lower lash line. You can see it's really stunning, and it's also like a lavendery lilac-y shade. And the other color I immediately think of is again from the Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey palette, and it's this lavendery silvery lilac-y shade. I think they are giving similar vibes, so let's see. You can see this is from the Circo Loco palette, and this is from the Pat McGrath palette. And I think I prefer Natasha Denona's color because it's more on the silvery side, silvery lavenderish side. This from Pat McGrath is more on the dusty rose lavenderish side. So I think the color that is giving me a little bit more Isamaya palette vibes, it's in fact from Natasha Denona, the Aerialist shade, and I think I will go in this one to complete the look. But it's funny, when I saw it in the pan I really thought that they are looking so similar, but now swatched on my hand I think it's not that similar in the end. So yeah, let's stick to the Natasha Denona color right here, the Aerialist shade. So the silvery lavender shade she has on her brow bone, in her inner corner, and on her lower lash line. So let's use this for all the things that she also used it for. And for my brow bone I will go in with my finger again and put it right there. But I will do this one right on my brow bone area. Ooh, that's really outgoing. I don't think I will keep this look for today, because in the afternoon I will go to my mom, and yeah, it's a little bit much, but I love it. What do you think, guys? And the other side as well. And now with a small dense brush I will go to my lower lash line and also to my inner corners. I pick this color up and put it in my inner corners right here, and also smudge it basically all over my lower lash line. So I will do quickly my lashes now and my lips, and then I will be right back with the full look. So guys, here's the look all out. I hope you like it. I hope I did come as near as possible to her original look from her industrial palette. I really hope so. And for my lashes, I used my Sephora Big by Definition mascara, my little sample size right here. And her lips are really, yeah, neutral looking in this picture. So I really tried to also make them not as, yeah, straightforward and the center point of attention. So I thought my Bitten Lip Tint by Victoria Beckham in the color Cherry is perfect for that, and I used this one to round up the look overall. Yeah guys, what do you think? I think I really like how the look came out overall. I know I had to use a little bit more palettes and a little bit more of bigger palettes that I have, so for many people it's not that easy, I think, because it's easier of course to just pull out one palette that you have in your collection and do the look overall, or if you have single eyeshadows that you can arrange like you want them to be, it's also a little bit more helpful, I think, but I don't have that. Maybe I could have rearranged my Natasha Denona color, but for one color I don't see the point in it, so I really had to use palettes of mine that had the same shades or the same colors like the palette from Isamaya have. Yeah, I really like the overall outcome, and that shows me that I really can create something like that with the things that I already have, and that makes me a little bit more less tempted to grab it right away, to be completely honest, and I'm really happy with it. So I think the colors are, if you wouldn't know that I used completely different colors, I personally would have think I used her palette and I could have fooled you. Or am I wrong with that? So, because I think really they're looking exactly like hers. With that being said, make your decision, but really look what you have in your collection, guys. I don't say it's not worth it, because I think the brand, the overall execution of the brand, the palette itself, it's so stunning, and of course you have different formulations in there, and the palette is maybe feeling also a little bit different, and it's a whole experience. I won't deny that, but you know, you don't have to buy always everything that's new and shiny, so really look in your collection what you have, and if you can also get something like that, and if you can maybe also get the look, because with all of my nice high-end and luxury palettes that I have right there, I really could make this look, and I love it. I think it's so stunning and a little bit something different like that what I usually do, but I really love it somehow. So yeah, I really just wanna push you a little bit and push you to look in your collection what you have and maybe recreate it if you are curious about that. Just try it, and maybe your feeling that you need to have this palette right away is clinging up a little bit with that, you know? So just try it, just use your things that you have at home and look what you can get out of it. I really love it. I'm now really convinced that I can do something similar with the things that I have in my collection for sure. And it was fun. It was really fun to just pull out some palettes here and there and to use some colors that I didn't have used for a longer time now. And I got the opportunity with that to use them again. So I'm not mad about that as well. And yeah. With that being said, guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, consider to subscribe my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up that I know that you like this kind of content. And yeah, maybe also click on the little bell to be notified every time I post something new. And I would say we will see each other in my next video. Until then, bye.